We like to think of modern e-commerce as a frictionless digital machine. You set up a storefront, people click buy, and sales graphs go up. But pixels don't move boxes. Building a website takes a few hours. Moving physical goods across the globe is a logistical challenge that breaks most businesses before they start. Independent merchants run into a brick wall almost immediately. They have to find overseas suppliers they can trust for quality, then navigate international customs borders where inventory can be seized without warning. Merchants in the Middle East and North Africa navigate a market defined by one specific regional standard: cash on delivery. This pipeline visualization demonstrates what happens to your inventory in a culture where buyers pay in physical cash at the door. An online order isn't a guaranteed sale, it's a maybe. Without a verification system, customers simply change their minds or ignore the courier. As a result, almost half of all shipments fail, leaving the merchant to absorb the wasted shipping costs. Attempting to conquer this market alone is a statistical trap. The physical costs of failed deliveries and seized inventory will quickly bankrupt a solo operator. COD Network functions as a massive end-to-end physical infrastructure spanning multiple continents, letting independent merchants rent a complete supply chain on demand. To understand how this system operates, we have to look at the anatomy of a delivery. We have to track a single product's high-stakes journey from a foreign factory floor all the way to physical cash in hand. Mastering e-commerce means mastering the physical journey of the box. A digital storefront is just the entry point. The journey begins with smart sourcing. When a merchant identifies a product they want to sell, specialized teams on the ground in manufacturing hubs like China locate trusted suppliers, request physical samples, and physically test them for quality. Because COD Network purchases goods for thousands of sellers, they leverage that massive volume to negotiate factory direct pricing that a solo merchant could never secure on their own. Next, the manufactured goods hit the international border. This is where unmanaged shipments stall indefinitely due to missing paperwork, surprise tariffs, or bureaucratic red tape. Dedicated customs clearance teams calculate the exact fees in advance and prepare all necessary legal documentation. This allows the cargo to pass seamlessly into major markets like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt without delay. Before the product is even listed for sale online, the network acts as an operational shield against the inherent dangers of international trade. The inventory arrives safely at one of 17 climate-controlled fulfillment centers spread across the region, where every item is barcoded and slotted onto shelves. This split-screen diagram illustrates how API integration instantly syncs those physical shelves with the merchant's digital storefront. The exact moment a customer clicks buy, the digital inventory updates, and a physical alert pings in the warehouse. A team immediately pulls the product, packs it securely, applies a custom shipping label, and loads it onto a truck, often on the exact same day. This synchronization removes the lag between digital demand and physical supply. It gives an independent merchant operating from a laptop the logistical capabilities of a multinational corporation. The package is moving, but the sale is still not secure. Because the buyer selected cash on delivery, the merchant remains entirely exposed to fake orders or a ghosted delivery. This is where COD Network deploys its most critical human intervention, a localized call center. This document outlines the verification process. If they don't pick up, agents call 3 times a day for 3 days, totaling 9 attempts. While on the line, the agent can offer complimentary products. A successful upsell increases average order value for a minor flat fee. As this chart demonstrates, the screening process takes the region's 50% delivery failure rate and shrinks that risk down to an operational 5 to 10%. Methodical, localized human intervention bridges the digital trust gap that algorithms alone cannot fix. The product reaches the final mile, the courier arrives at the confirmed address, and the physical handover occurs. The customer inspects the package and hands over the physical cash. The riskiest part of the journey is officially resolved. Now, that physical currency needs to reach a merchant who might be sitting thousands of miles away. COD Network takes the collected cash and digitizes it. Every week, these digitized funds are securely processed, accounting for exact currency exchange rates and transferred directly into the merchant's bank account with complete transparency. The loop is perfectly closed. A highly complex, fraud-prone physical transaction is safely converted into a reliable digital deposit. This map visualization shows the true scale of the operation, running simultaneously across the GCC, Europe, and Latin America. When you multiply a single delivery by millions of orders, the physical web becomes massive. In today's market, the difficulty of building a business has shifted from website creation to the mastery of physical logistics. By plugging into this infrastructure, anyone with a laptop can command a world-class supply chain. They stop being a local merchant and become a global